Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, we're pulling into the last field of corn for 2024. And this here is actually no-till corn in a muck field. So this video may be kind of jumping around here and there. I might run the planter some. I've also got to get busy spraying our no-till bean ground. But I wanted to pop out here right quick, make sure we got everything set for no-till. Which basically about the only difference is we drop down our Martin row cleaners and they do a good job. Just a little bit different getting unfolded than the Kinze. That's got it. So far the 48's been running good after that overhaul I gave it back in the winter. Alrighty, he's getting ready to take off. So far everything's looked good. We've always liked the job those Martin row cleaners do. They do a good job helping to sweep stuff out of the way. However, though, you always want to watch that you do not have them set too deep to where it's actually making a furrow for water to stand. You want them just brushing the trash away, and that's all. And that's how we have them set. Now some cleaners float up and down, but the ones we have are they're just fixed. They do not float. But if you have them set right, they work perfect. Bouncy out here at the old golf cart. Sure enough, yesterday, well, it's not that marker right there, it's the left-hand one. Dad had just finished up a field and I'd pulled in with the sprayer. Got looking, I hollered at him on the radio. I said, hey, what's that thing doing? It's not sitting straight. And sure enough, had gotten a crack in the frame, so I had to take and weld it all back up. Right there went my neighbor, looked like. In fact, if I remember right, I think they may actually watch my channel. Okay, just came up to a big patch of joint weed right here. This here is actually a waterway that we have going out into the field. In fact, I want to buzz down in here and just see how wet it is. Don't look too awful bad. We actually had a little ditch dug through there with the backhoe. We got this waterway going out across here to help drain water out of this big field. So far it's not too awful bad for moisture. Got all this mustard growing out here. Well, in fact, some of you have told me it's called Yellow Rocket, if I remember right. But yeah, once he gets done planting out here, I'll be coming through with a burn down and pre-emerge to take care of the weeds. Well, there goes my neighbor taking a load of corn in. That red truck right there. So far though, everything is looking good. Dad just said on the radio, he said he can tell we got the road cleaners down. It pulls just a little bit harder. However, with that overhaul,
on the inside track, I raised my arms a bit so it makes it not quite so rough on the turn.
with that overhaul though, it does take and it definitely gives the tractor more horsepower. Okay, yeah, that does help. Because you're not, the tractor's not losing so much compression going right out through the crankcase with those broken rings on number 6. All right, guys, well, that's got it. I'm going to start getting the supplies moved out here. And so, like I say, I'm over lunchtime. I may be running the planter while Dad eats lunch. Just have to wait and see. So I'll be taking you along. Well, I'll just take you along right quick. I'm going to take the big trailer here. It's got the pop-up on it. Make sure the hose is up here. That way it can't fall off the back. In fact, if I remember right, we got this trailer off my neighbor back in 2012. The same year we bought our case sprayer. And it's really worked good for carrying the pop-up for the planter and for additional water storage. Would help if I got it in gear. There we go. Like I say, additional water storage for the sprayer. Alrighty, we're going to head on out here. We'll be ready to roll. Just got pulled in the corner of the field down here. You probably can't see him, but Dad's way over there.
Actually, I got the other tile. It was drier.
He just hollered at me on the radio, said he wouldn't want any wetter over there.
Still headed west.
So, hopefully he'll be able to make it through that and be alright. Like I say, this is a muck field. Well, I'll take that back. It's got a lot of muck on about the first top foot. And then below that, it's underlaid with gray and white sand. But he said he just made it through the little wetter area that he was hitting. So hopefully he'll be able to make it through and be alright. Alrighty, heading out with the seed cart. This seed cart's been so handy, especially for filling up the bean planter, 31 boxes. One nice thing though, when we bought that planter in 2014, Stein Seed Company helped buy this seed cart right there. If I remember, I think they paid, they paid for about 3/4 of it. It is one of those deals, in fact a lot of companies run them, where you gotta be 100% with them and all that kind of stuff. So we've been Stein soybeans and corn for years, so it works. In fact, I'll let you in on a little something. I can almost guarantee a lot of you watching, I don't care what soybeans you guys plant, I'll almost guarantee that they're all Stein genetics. Because Stein is actually one of only 4 companies that are actually creating soybean genetics. And just from what I've found out, if you took the other 3 companies, combined them, if you took Stein and cut them in half, basically, of what they create and produce with soybean genetics, it's my understanding that even at half the size that Stein is, they would still be bigger than the other 3 combined. So yeah, so about at least 75 to 85% of the soybeans out there are Stein. If you want to take a look at your legal paperwork on your soybean bags. If they say technology by and or technology property or something like that, either by or of MS Technology, that's Stein. In fact, I was told, in fact, I think actually more than one person actually told me this, but Beck Hybrid tried to get by with claiming that the soybeans that they have were theirs. They left the technology part off of the label. As soon as Stein found that out, they forced them to put that right back on there, because it is not Beck Technology, it's Stein. So we're going to get pulled in the field down here. And of course, you know as well as I do, if Stein is the one producing and creating all the tick and all the germ plasms, you know what they're going to do. They're going to pick out all the best ones for themselves, and then the ones that don't do so good, they're going to peddle them off to Beck, Pioneer, who else? Specialty, Cropland, AgriGold, Asgrow, Crow, a whole bunch of the other ones. That's where they're going to sell their not so high performing numbers, because they want the best ones for themselves. And so the way I look at it, if you want the best genetics, hey, you might as well go with Stein, because with them creating the soybean genetic and the germ, you know they're going to keep the best ones for themselves. So that works. Now we're going to get the 28 tank brought out here. Okay, got the tank on the 185 right there. Okay, that's got our supplies moved out here. he should be good to go. Well, Dad found the wet spot right in that waterway. Which actually, that's nothing new for right there. This area, this waterway right here where it goes into this drainage dish can be wet no matter what. Yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, it made some nice tracks.
Okay, we'll just stop right here. Bring that seat car up to us.
Yeah, rubbed up pretty good. Well, I just jumped in the planter. Dad's eating lunch. We just put some seed corn in the thing. Now I gotta get this end row here opened up beside that little drainage ditch right there beside the highway. Well guys, we're rolling. Lunch break's over. Dad's back rolling again. One thing for sure, I picked a perfect spot to stop that thing to swap with him. Right over there's an old dead deer. Yuck. Somebody smacked her on the highway. I think it's got every fly in the county out here buzzing around. Well, we get hit again. Right there just went the old dead wagon. They go around in the local hog farms and pick up dead pigs. Yowzer, that thing stinks too. Alrighty, Dad's out there. So far we're coming down on a little over 80 acres planted. I'm going to get the seed cart here and run over to him. And that big blue line there in the south keeps slowly creeping this way. So we'll see what happens. Alright, he's going to come up there, turn around, and face back north. And I'll pull across behind the planter. Put a little bit more seed in. In fact, actually, the seed cart here, there's not much corn left on it. We're going to go ahead and just empty it out and be good to go. maybe I can sit y'all right up here. Yeah, there you go. Just come right across the back of the planter, put the auger in, you're good to go, off and running. Alright, there goes Dad with the planter. We just got the seed cart here emptied out. We're hoping that we'll have enough corn on the planter to finish the field. There's not a whole lot left. And then once if we do run short, we do have some bags of corn that will finish up. If not, those bags of corn, we can just simply send those back, no big deal. So I'm going to take this back up to the shed. We're going to come back out here because Dad's going to be needing 28 right there at the 185. The fertilizer on. Gonna run across here. Dad said he's gonna be needing some in a little bit pumped onto the planter. We'll get that topped off and see what happens. Let's run back out here and grab a little more golf cart footage. Or footage off the golf cart, whatever you want to call it. You probably can't see it on camera, but I need to tighten up the clamp on the tractor muffler. It's wiggling a little bit. Of course, I had all that ripped out of there when I did that overhaul back in the winter. Back on the 185, gonna take and put some 28 on the planter. And if we put a decent amount on, that'll let us finish the field. I'm going to take this tractor back up the shed. right, guys, well, we're coming down the end of it. In fact, he's down there on the end turning, and looks like he'll have a full pass back heading south, and then have to head back north to piece in, because right over here, well, this here makes up the end road, because it curves, angles up and around, then runs east and west up there along the highway. But yeah, it comes back down along through here, up against that CRP right there, there beside that drainage ditch. So, all right, there he comes heading back on his first, well, on the last full pass. Oh, there he is, coming down the last full pass for corn 2024. Got to pick up and go around a tile inlet right there. And it'll finish up the rest of this little triangle. And that'll be it. That's got it. I don't know if he's gonna go back and piece in down there. He may not have to. That might have been it. Okay, guys, I just asked him and he said he does not need a piece. So that was the last pass for 2024 corn. Job's done. So hey, I'm going to call this an end of the video. So take care. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.